Hi, I'm Ningnathim Hengna, founder of Runway Nagaland, a platform founded to preserve and promote the indigenous handmade jewelry of Nagaland. There is something that has been sitting in my heart for a very long time. Over the years, I have had the privilege of working closely with the artisans whose talents continues to amaze me every single day. And yet many of them are still invisible in the very system that are meant to support them. When we talk about skill development, livelihood and economic growth, we often speak about formal training, certificates and qualifications. But what about those who never had the opportunity to fit into the system? I'm talking about those people who couldn't even go to school, people who couldn't continue studies because of various reasons, like family responsibilities or life demanded survival before it allowed education. And because they do not carry formal qualifications, many of them are unable to enter formal training systems, because of which they are left out from government schemes, financial assistance, and left out from opportunities that could have secured their future.
At Runway Nagaland, this is something I witnessed very personally because many of our finest artisans fall into this very category. Some of the people behind our most intricate jewelry and handcrafted pieces are people who may never be able to show a certificate to prove their worth. But the hands tells a completely different story. The hands create beauty and preserve identity. The hands create products that have traveled far beyond our home and reach people around the world. And still many of them remain unseen. Not because they are not talented, but because the world still struggles to recognize skills that does not come with paper. And sometimes that helplessness is very hard for me because I see their talent and their discipline and the incredible quality of what they can create. And sometimes it hurts knowing that even when I see their worth so clearly, I still cannot always give them the security they deserve. Many of these artisans eventually leave home and migrate to bigger cities, not because they want to, but because they are searching for opportunities. They leave because their skills alone is often not enough to open doors, and that is heartbreaking. And in our early years, much of our work was simply creating awareness, helping people understand the beauty and value of Nagaland jewelry. Along the way, many media houses, wonderful clients and kind supporters help amplify our voice, and I'm deeply grateful for that. And in our early years, much of our work was simply creating awareness. But even after all these years, I know it is still not enough, because the question I keep asking myself is, what happened to these artisans beyond Runway Nagaland? Can the skill in their hands give them security and have an identity that society respects? And most importantly, policies should be designed with empathy and inclusivity at their core.
Today, as a founder, I'm sharing this because their story deserves to be heard. At Runway Nagaland, we believe that every art and artisans deserve a spot of its own, and every artisans deserve visibility, not just for what they make, but for who they are.